Well, there are many values, but among the more significant ones is to believe in yourself. A lot of kids, not just now, but always, are concerned about whether or not they can measure up. They're trying to be like other people and so on. And the most important thing for them to remember is that they have to be themselves. It was Oscar Wilde who, when asked one time to give a bit of leadership guidance, he wrote, "Be yourself. Everybody else is already taken." In the end, you've got to be yourself. You got to be good at what you do. You got to have good values. You have to have integrity. But in the end, all that translates into success only if it is processed through your own personality. So you got to be yourself.
The youth of today have several challenges that didn't exist in previous generations. They're under scrutiny in a way that previous generations didn't have. Social media, the prevalence of cell phones, constant monitoring. These are things that actually have changed the nature of what it means to be a young person, to be a child, and have that space to grow up and make mistakes and be able to recover and move on from them. So in many ways, there's a lot of pressure as a young person today. The most important thing that they can do is be true to themselves. Always remember that they have value, and always remember that it's not the external audience that is their greatest judge, it's themselves.
You know, I think the values that I think of when young people need to become successful, you know, I think commitment's right there, loyalty and duty, in that sense of doing what you say you're gonna do and living up to your obligations. You know, I think of growth, of always approaching life in the sense that, you know, I can be better tomorrow than I am today. You know, I'm always in a position of being able to learn. I think respect is incredibly important these days. You know, our world, we just become more and more interconnected. So we can be exposed to people that are different from wherever we are in however many ways, but understanding that, you know, different doesn't have to be divided, and I'm not better or worse than anybody else. We're just different, and having respect for the things that those people, anybody can bring to the table, just lifts us all up and makes us all better.
That's a tough one, because there's so many great values out there and characteristics that I tell them that the character is the most important. Character and your merit. And we had a discussion about that with the Rangers when the Rangers were changing their beret, and they were giving the black beret to the Army, and we were getting, before we even got a tan one. You heard it in the community of Rangers, old, young, veterans, retired. Oh my gosh, they're giving away that beret. We earned that, this and that. And my buddies who were talking like that, I leaned over to them and I said, you know what? It's just a piece of headgear. It doesn't define the soldier that's underneath it. And that's the same with people, that you're defined by your characteristics and your actions. And people will judge you based off of those.
To be themselves, to make sure that they think about the other person before they think about themselves. We're not put on this good earth to serve ourselves. We're put on this good earth to serve others around us. And if you concentrate on that, even when you think that you've got something that's going wrong in your life, if you look around, you'll see that there's people who have more going wrong in their lives than what's going wrong in your life. And it will make your problem not go away. It's a legitimate problem, but it'll make it smaller.